Hey guys, 50 Baits here. Today we are going to be making a custom order for a customer, a friend. Stick baits, 5-inch stick baits. You know the other word, Cinco's, but we're making stick baits. It's my plastic. Started warming it up. Today we're going to be using the dual injector and the blending block, but we have taken the bar, which is usually on here to give you a smooth laminate. We've taken it off. We are going to do what's called milking the cow to get a swirl pattern. Make sure your injector's lubed good, of course, as usual. And I have a fan in the background if it's bothering the noise or the sound, sorry. But when you're dealing with these hot plastics, you want good ventilation. And on your plastics, you want them to be very close in temperature as well as I guess you'd say viscosity. So today we're going to be swirling green pumpkin, green flake, and my Junebug. Matter of fact, I think I want to add a little bitty bit, and I'll show you what we're using, the ingredients too, and how many drops, all that good stuff. But while we're here and I'm getting everything set up, if you don't mind, like and subscribe, guys, so we can do some more of this stuff. It's always informative for some folks. Some folks know most of this, some folks don't. Oh Lord, I had some molds fall. One of them days. We have them about the same consistency. We're going to check the temperature. Just see if we're close. Which we are. So, again, that mold, that thing is on my last nerve. I just did that. I took it off and did it. We're going to use our block, of course. And we're going to have our dual injector. The only difference that we do here, when we have the block on, we usually pull up both colors at the same time. We're not going to do that today. We have to pull up one at each time. I'll move this out of the way, I guess. That may help. So we're just going to give it a little stir to make sure our flake is all good and suspended good, which this is Calhouns plastic. It always is. I mean, I hate to say it, but I like their plastic a whole lot. Talk about it every time, I guess, but I really like that plastic. Now I'm going to set these down in my little hole here so they don't fall over and burn an old man like myself. I'm going to leave this a little bit high just so you can see the action of the dual injector. I'm going to put my blending block on. We're going to pull up some of my Junebug. And we're going to pull up some of my green pumpkin. We're going to let it drain off just a little bitty bit. I wouldn't advise doing this part, but I've been doing it for a while, so I just do it. We've got everything set in our block. And now, I ain't get them quite even, but we're going to rotate. Boom, 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 boom. Give a pulse of each one until we fill up the mold. What that's going to do is give us that swirl pattern. Some people call it a camo type pattern, but either way, they call it milking the cow. And again, normally, traditionally, you would have a 2-color laminate. I do not even know what I did. If the camera was right, I ain't got a clue. So if I messed it up, my bad. My bad. Sorry. Green pumpkin. Junebug. Bam. Now, what we got to hope for, it's going to be the same in your blending block as it would be if you were shooting a traditional laminate. Golly, I made a miss. Gonna look exactly the same. Oops. In here, both colors are being shot through. It's just you're not shooting them at total even pressure all the way across it. We're actually alternating how much we're putting in with each pump. So you can have some a little heavier of one color, a little less of another color, whatever. Oh, I forgot to top it off. This mold right here just drinks the plastic. It drinks a lot of plastic. You the glasses to a mold, I can't see. So you'll see if you're pouring baits, of course, that thing starts sucking down. When you have a bigger bait, it sucks that plastic down. So you got to keep it topped off, or it's going to suck air in there and give you bubbles. We don't like bubbles. We don't want bubbles. So we're going to put this plastic up out of the way so that somebody like me doesn't knock it over and have to go get treated for burns. We'll move everything out of the way and we'll show you the first ones. So what we have here is, like I said, a swirl. Hope you can see it on camera, but instead of a laminate where you got top Junebug, bottom green pumpkin, or vice versa, it just blends it in there. Sort of like a camo pattern, swirl pattern, whatever you want to call it. Some will take more than the other. Some will not. Let's do it that way. There we go. Got a little light on it there. You see the green pumpkin mixed in with that Junebug just makes an awesome, awesome swirl when you don't want a straight laminate. Some people like that. It's a confidence thing. I have confidence baits that I throw as well. Certain colors, green pumpkin and watermelon red. Those are confidence baits for me. I catch fish on them, but I throw them a lot more than I throw other colors. So of course I'm going to catch more fish on that. But it's a confidence thing. We're also going to do this on another worm. We don't have time to do this other one. That one's still sitting, but another one of my favorite worms. Let me show you this mold real quick. This little 6-inch finesse worm. You can see how it's shaped. It just gives it great action. I lay them out once we let them cure. Once we inject them and take them out, I let them cure for a day or two, usually just overnight. But let them cure, and they sort of have that bend with them, which gives them a great action. It's a finesse type bait, but you can fish it several different ways. I will fish it a lot of times weightless, just with a short shank hook, and just work it across the top, and it just gives that good flutter. Oh, it's great, great bait. Great, great bait. So, as we're unmolding, see if we can sit in the mold better. Lighting is so tough when you start messing with these two colors here, because they're not real separate. If you had like black and chartreuse, you would have a defined difference in colors. With these you don't, but you can see the swirl effect. And like I said, this is a confidence bait for a customer, and whatever works for him, that's what we're going to give him. Some will take more of one color than the other if you push a little harder on one. And you can see in the sprue how you get these different colors. That one not as much. It'll almost do like a laminate, but it pumps down in different little sections. So, just one little thing that we do to make different type baits. Instead of just a traditional top and bottom laminate, we have that. Like I said, it's just a confidence thing for some guys. And again, all we're doing is when this is in the mold. God, I'm screwing up everything today. When we're in our block like this, how we would normally be if we were shooting, just in case the camera angle didn't get it, we're going to push down on each one separately. Boom, 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 boom. Just little thrust. The bigger the bait, you can go a little bigger. The quicker, tighter your pumps are, the tighter the swirl's going to be. I didn't want them really tight because this is more of a bigger blend instead of little tight areas. Now, if I was shooting again, like I said, a black and a chartreuse or something along those lines, yes, I'd put them real tight, just small pumps. But not doing it that way. We just get that blend of colors. And again, confidence thing. But makes an awesome bait. These are two great colors to mix, especially in stick baits, finesse worms. Crawls are really awesome in it. I love those two colors mixed together. So again, that's what we did. What we used some bait plastics, Flake, of course blue for our Junebug-ish. My Junebug, I use, this is Lureworks Junebug 201. I also add MF colorant, Grape. And of course green pumpkin is just green pumpkin. I like Lureworks' green pumpkin, a little thicker. I like it a lot better. And we add our black flake and our green flake to those colors. These flake are better because they're a high temp flake. They will not melt, burn, change your color as bad as like Walmart flake or something like that. There's a few you can get away with using a cheaper one, but for me, just to make sure my colors are going to be genuine and be like they're supposed to be, you go with the high temp flake. If you don't, your flake will curl up, lose its color. So there's some you can't get away with. Walmart has a black flake that is, it works. I mean, I wouldn't remelt 2 or 3 times with it, but it works. So I appreciate you guys watching. Oh, I'm dropping crap everywhere. Appreciate you watching, man. If you got any ideas, something you want to see, something you want us to do, we'll do it. Like and subscribe, man. Give me a comment what you want to see, and we'll make it happen. Have a good weekend. Let's go catch some fish. See ya.